Hey everybody! After nearly a year sitting in the box in the corner of my shop, I'm going to be putting my Harbor Freight 2 horsepower dust collector together today and hopefully get it powered up. We'll see if I blow any breakers. I know I need to do some electrical work to make this guy fully operational, but right now I'm just going to get it out of the box, get it assembled, and slid back into the corner so that it'll be ready to go when I am ready to go. So here we go. First thing you do is get rid of those instructions. You don't need those stinking instructions. Famous last words, right? Okay, I realized I had the camera set up in a very bad position, so you didn't see me put any of the casters together, but they basically just go through the face with some small metric screws, 10 millimeter head on that, and Phillips head screwdriver, and so they are all on. I had trouble with one of them. There must have been a burr on the screw and wasn't able to get the nut started on it, so I just tossed that away, and one of the casters only has 3 screws holding it. I think that's fine. I'm not worried about that. I don't plan on moving it around very much anyways. So on to the next step. Okay, next step is to put the bag supports on the base, and so okay, the next step is to attach the motor and fan assembly to the motor base plate, and that's going to be done with a number of bolts and washers. There's four bolts and nuts, 8 washers. Okay, I've got the bolts and washers ready to set this whole assembly onto the frame, and I moved the camera off the base for this step, and so you won't have that live action jitteriness, but I think you'll be all right. You can thank me in the comments. So here we are, and how does it go? How do you do? It goes like so, I believe. We're right here. Nothing too exciting. There's 4 of these. You don't want to see me do this 3 more times and then tighten them up. You all know how to tighten bolts. So, give you a little look-see at how it's all coming together. Alright, okay, the next step is to put this outlet flange on here. But first, need to get this washer sandwiched between the two, and then attach it with 6 bolts and nuts that are provided. A little tricky because the washer has gotten a little deformed being in the bag. So I'm just going to stick the Okay, the next step is to put this collector on here like this, which doesn't look too bad, except I've got to hold this at the same time as I get that threaded. So I think I'll do the two sides first. Okay, the next step is to connect this hose from the outlet of the fan to the collector. And there's a couple of clamps that come along with this. And so I've taken the clamp and fully loosened it, extended it, so that I could just thread it on there. I'll do the same thing on this other end. Right now they're just finger tight. Okay, now alright, so now I've got these two giant clamps. okay. My rating on this just went from a B to a D minus. Here is why. The final step, it's almost comical. It's like someone did this on purpose. The final step is to put this handle onto the collector here. As you can see, it's not threaded. I need to get inside with a nut to attach it. You just saw the difficulty I had putting this bag on. I have to take one of these bags off. Because the top went on easier, I'm going to take it off. Put my handle on and then close it up again. You know, I really think somebody had some fun writing those instructions. Some little cackling witch. I think it's kind of opportune, right? You know, Halloween's in a couple days. some little witch in the back room writing the instructions. I'll fix them. And a little dog too. Worst things that could have happened, right? Sometimes you just have to laugh. Everyone you see on the internet, on YouTube, there's a ton of videos on how they get rid of this filter bag. They put in something better. This is a 5 micron, and it actually lets a lot of the small particles through that are actually the most dangerous to breathe in. So I'll probably still wear a dust mask while I'm working in here, but I'm hoping that this will definitely improve the cleanliness of my shop, or at least the the bulk of it. The other thing is, a lot of people do is they fix up something with some sort of a trash can to collect the particles. It's easier to change. I can definitely see that. And then a lot of people turn it into a 2-stage dust collector, and they get a lot more life out of their filter, and even easier to change out. So though I'll probably do those in the future. Right now, it's pretty much ready to use. I think there's one, yeah. There's this little Y I have to put on the inlet of the fan, and that's not a big deal. I don't think I'm going to show that. And then it's ready to use. I don't have any hoses yet. Suppose I'll plug it in and turn it on, let everybody hear it run. Other than that, I'm putting a fork in this one. It's done. Okay, moment of truth. It's all plugged in, ready to fire up. We got our little switch here. Let's see what happens. It is alive. All right, that's a wrap, folks.